I think the lizard broke again. Okay, there I am. So we have some positives here. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix this. I think I can. I think I can. No, the lizard does work on that screen. That's the problem. Yeah. Womp womp. Give me a second. Do do do. Fresh cache. Let's try it again. There she goes. Yeah, sometimes you gotta refresh the cache because Mix It Up fucking sucks. Anyway, I'm moving the mic closer to me, but I have to move the whole desktop closer, so if I suddenly die, that's why. My back is killing me. I have bad news. You remember how I was excited to get Raikou Suicune? That's not happening. No, turns out they cranked the difficulty for those Gmax raids. So only 4 people can join the raid at a time, and I get 1 shot every time, so... No Raikou and Suicune for now. Sad. Sad. I really do not like Pokemon Go. It's like a decent distraction, and that's it. Yeah, super fucking rigged. And to make it even worse, my plan, right, was to just trade other people at the university for them if I couldn't get them. That's not going to go either, because you need 1,000,000 Stardust to trade 1 legendary that you don't have in your Pokedex. So, yeah, that sucks. But, yeah, yeah. Also, by the way, I downloaded Titanfall 2. I downloaded that. Yeah, I was gonna play that today, but then last Epoch updated with their new update, and I want to play the new update. So, yeah. Yeah. How's everyone doing today? Loving life? Staying safe? I went into Akihabara the other day, if you guys saw on photography, and did a lot of nothing. I did a bit of browsing, didn't find much. No. It's actually kind of dead there right now. I was really surprised. The vibe's so off. It was mostly French people, too. Now there's nothing wrong with the French people. Just kind of like, I was very surprised at how quiet it was. Like, normally Akihabara has, like, a lot of people. There was not a lot of people. Is the music playing? Oh, that's interesting. Ooh. That's very interesting. Hang on. Oh, there she goes. Alright, we're halfway there. Hang on. We're going into studio mode because something's not working. Wee. Alright, so... Oh, a lot of something is not working. Incredible. Wow, would you believe that? Oh, this one's working. I got you. Got this. Dropping it here. Ah, there she goes. In here, dropping it there too. Wouldn't you believe it? I'm going in here too, and I'm dropping it. No, there's 2 of them in there now. Ha! Lemero! Was there no emote going? Emote going up and down? We've been over this before, Tips. We've been over that one before. I'm gonna let you figure that one out. Let me log in real quickly. My back, by the way, is killing me. I am suffering. But, your characters from the previous season have been migrated to Legacy. You can still access them at any time at the start of the season. Aw, that's a shame. So we gotta restart our character all over again. Bruh. Alright, we're gonna turn down the music. And by down, I mean we're just gonna pause that right there. Hide that. Yosh. So, new season character. We are going to play the same character as before because I really enjoyed this character. What was the word that made a sound, bruh? A couple of them make a sound now. A couple of them. I was gonna call this one Brandy or Weeb. Change Realm Season 3. Let's go. So yeah, we're just gonna skip all this. We've been over this before. Yep. You do not remember? That's because I never told you guys. I kind of left it for y'all to explore and figure out on your.
I wonder if these keepers will accept my aid.
I'm getting sick of that Hydra Redeem too. Hang on. There we go. But yeah, I've really been enjoying these ARPG games since I started to find them for a while now. So I've been wanting to play more of them. I know Titan Quest 2 released on early access, so I'm kind of like, ooh, about that one. I kind of want to get that one. I'm a little nervous about Last Epoch actually because the developers got bought out by a not great company. So a lot of the community surrounding it is really nervous about the future of the game. So, you know, that's also pretty disappointing and stuff. But, you know, until then, we get to enjoy ourselves a little bit. Silksong in 2 weeks? I know. I'm debating on whether or not I'm actually going to play it on stream. I would like to play it on stream because I liked Hollow Knight a lot. Hollow Knight was a great game to me. However, I'm worried about people backseating me, spoiling shit, you know. Doing stuff that they keep doing despite me telling them to freaking stop it. So I'm debating on just kind of going radio silent for a bit while I enjoy Silksong. I'm not really sure yet. I'm still kind of debating on that. I'm also looking to Borderlands 4 when that comes out. Because I'm actually a big Borderlands fan. So I'm excited, you know? I'm excited. I'm looking forward. How many of these can I get out? Okay, I can get 3 Skelly Bones out. I'm only able to, if you do, just so you know I won't watch, I'll only be able to play after 12 next month. I don't want to be spoiled. That's fine. So I'm just kind of debating on what exactly I want to do with that. And then Borderlands 4 comes out a few weeks later, which again, I am very much looking forward to. Well, I'm cautiously optimistic for Borderlands 4. So we'll just see how that mess goes, I'm afraid. But yeah. I want to play the shit out of it. I figured, because we keep talking about it. And what was else? There was Path of Exile 2 is releasing an update next week. Warframe is releasing the new primed Warframe tomorrow, not tomorrow, but next week as well. There's a lot of games in the shoot. And also, I might have done something stupid. I bought some merch. I didn't buy the Hoyo merch like I was planning to for the longest time. I bought something else. I actually bought a sling pack. And I really wanted to get a sling pack for a bit because I'm still using my military backpacks, which they're really nice. However, it's a bit cumbersome and it's starting to hurt my back like a lot. So, oopsies. So, yeah, I want to get something a bit lighter. Something for more day-to-day shenanigans, you know what I mean? Especially for the upcoming semester, which I am not ready for. I'm so not ready for the next semester. I don't want to deal with that crap at all. That next semester starts. What was it?
Let me watch you fight.
It starts on the 1st. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get 2 months off. I ain't getting 2 months off, dog. They're not letting me get away with 2 months off. Well, no, they're not. Which is also just like, oh boy. I don't want to go back to school. I just want to stick around, just keep doing what I'm doing. But I can't. Also, good news, rent is paid for the next month. So, happy day, happy day. Small positives, small positives. We got rent, I have a place to live for the next month. I still haven't heard back over the water thing yet, and I'm gonna waver on no news is good news. We're just gonna run with that and see how long that goes. I don't want to fall through the floor and get medical leave. You want to fall through the floor and get medical leave for life? That is the dream. I know it. What was it? In America right now, the college dream is actually getting ran over by the campus bus, so you can sue the campus and get free tuition and a bunch of money. Yeah. Can't do that here. If I get hit by a car here, ain't much gonna happen. Siege. But you know. I've been remembering a lot of stuff recently that I really don't want to be remembering too. It's not great. Also, I'm almost out of gamer subs, and they still do not have the flavor I want in stock. So I might just be going dry on caffeine again for a while, which is probably gonna be good for my anxiety, but bad for basically everything else. Want to get squeezed by a parasol at work. I don't know what that one means, dude. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Thinking. What we're going to be doing for this one is actually we're going to be going into, I think we're going to be going into the Necromancer class or the Lich class. It's one of the two. Instead of Warlock this time. So we are going to be doing a more of a summoner happy playthrough. Parasol is an umbrella but for the sun. Well, I knew that, but what the fuck do you mean get squeezed by one? We'll just put Rip Blood in here. Rip Blood hits have a chance to create a blood splatter at the target, dealing damage to other enemies around it who are not hit by it. Its effect can... Cast speed. When you directly cast Rip Blood and hit at least one enemy, you gain additional spell damage for 6 seconds. The amount of blood damage is... The amount of spell damage is gained is double for Rip Blood. This effect can stack. And has a chance to cause enemies. We're going to do this for the AoE potential, because I think clearing mass amounts of enemies is going to be the big issue we have with this class for a bit. Not forever, but you know, an amount of time. We had a parasol open down a storm, it fell down, and these are huge. We need like 4 people left. Oh, you mean a big parasol, okay. I thought you meant just a regular person-sized one, and I was like, what the fuck, how's that gonna be a problem? Oh dear. Oh dear. But
Impossible.
yeah, I don't know if you guys remember last Epoch at all, but basically think of it as time traveling Path of Exile, and you wouldn't be too far off. And when we lifted up, I was the one in the direction of piloting it, and started to lift forward in my direction. These are enough to cover like 2 tables for 4. Yeah, a lot bigger. That makes a bit more sense. Getting slammed by one of those would warrant a doctor visit, probably.
Sounds like the kid.
And also, since we've played before, we are going to just spam through the story, because we don't give a frick. Yeah. Yep. Also, I was debating on playing Peak today as well. If you guys remember Peak, I'm sure you guys know what Peak is. I've been wanting to play that too since I picked it up. I think it was like $10. No, it was $5 when I picked it up. So I was like, sure, I'll pick up Peak. Fuck it, why not, right? So I kind of wanna do that. I want to do a solo playthrough of it because I want to get the furry ears just so I can be that obnoxious bastard with furry ears. But I just haven't yet. I didn't really end up doing much the other day. I basically did laundry, and I started actually a living dex, a living Pokemon dex, Pokédex, because I realized they're starting to give out a bunch of Pokemon for completing your Pokédex. So I was like, you know what? I'm not doing anything right now, so I might as well start. I might as well start doing something like that. Isn't Peak a rage game? Nope. I don't think you know what a rage game is if you think Peak's a rage game. Peak is a haha stream with friends game. It's a co-op game predominantly, but you can play it solo. So it's closer to the vein of Lethal Company and those sorts of things than it is a rage game. Like Jump King or Get Over It, that one's a big no. It is a game about climbing stuff, but it is not like Jump King or Get Over It, which are much more limited. Surprised you know so little about it. It's serious. Well, it's all the rage for me. It's been in my feed all the time because it's really fucking funny, and they use the same technology for voice as I think Lethal Company and whatever the little pill thief bops were. They have really good. They have really good, crap, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's really good voice speech thing, because it echoes like it would in a canyon or a mountainside. So whenever people fall off a cliff, you can hear it properly echo, and it's just hysterical. Do I look like the kind of guy who watches streamers? Yes, you do. So, what's your point there? Do you have a point? Upgrade this real fast. We're gonna grab this as well. Thank you. And that's our melee. Okie dokie. It's been a while since I played this. Stereo? I'm not really sure. Like, it echoes like it would in a canyon, and the farther people get away and stuff, obviously the farther they get away, the quieter they get, but it's like really realistic. It's really funny. There's a clip of Chibidoki falling off a cliff and screaming her lungs out. It's hysterical. I love it. I only watch art streamers. Remember, I found you an art stream too. I recall. Which I have been working on that thing still, now that you mentioned it. I have been working on that still. However, I'm stuck, and it's very frustrating, and I hate it. Movement speed, dodge rating. More cast speed's nice. I have been stuck on the eye. I've been stuck on the eyes. And also, I'm not really sure how to shade it right now. So, I've just been kind of dicking around with it. Because, like, the head and the kimono, I don't know how I did this, but I did them in two completely different art styles. So, I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do about that. Because I like both. Well, I like the kimono style a bit more than the, than the head. But the head is actually it's kind of well done. It's not well done at all, but it's kind of well done. So I'm trying to work that out. You know what I'm saying? Whoopsies, wrong button. So yeah, the kimono needs shaded. I'm also trying to figure out the hair more, because I understand the highlights on the hair, right? The highlights I understand, I just need to do them bigger. Like, bigger. So that way it's a bit more clear. No. What? We just picked up something shiny. Ah. But not that shiny, it was a different shiny. We picked up a gold shiny, I could have sworn. Oh, it already put them on. It's fabulous. Lovely jubbly. Except it is not up to standard and recognize you'll be able to draw something better in the future is high improved. It's not done yet though. So no. Womp womp. Oopsies. So no, it's not done yet. And I'm gonna keep working at it until I feel it is done. It just needs properly shaded and rebalanced. Because the way I did the hair, accidentally and kind of on purpose, was in the vein of Hoyoverse games. Which I'm okay with, because Hoyoverse has really good art direction. So, the problem though is I never really paid attention to how they did clothes. So, the temporary shading lines I've done for the kimono have turned kind of permanent. They've turned kind of permanent, so I'm not really sure what to do about that. We're talking 2D, 3D or 2D? Yes. So, yeah. I don't know which projects you're talking about. The one we've been working on for almost 2 months now. What other one is there? I haven't worked on the model at all for a while. I was meaning to, but I felt weird the other day. Like, my back has felt really weird for the past couple days, so I spent mostly yesterday, like I said, just lying around, being useless, and building a living Pokédex. I did a little bit of work on the thing. I think I've gotten the right eye, relative to us. I think I've gotten that into a decent shape, and now what's required is actually building everything. I'm like, oh boy. So it's currently a struggle. It's currently a struggle. But we keep on. Yep. I just wish it was a little I wish it was easier. That'd be nice. But what was it they say? Nothing worth having is ever easy, or some shit like that. What does this do? Rip blood and blood splatter is basically damage converted to necrotic. Consequently, this damage occurs. Splatters in the larger area. Sure, I love splattering. I love splattering stuff all over the room. And pour some old script into a new project. Oh. Everything hurts. Yeah, shush. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway. So, yeah, I've just been working on that off and on. I haven't really been able to get myself to sit down and actually work on it because my depresso is espresso. Again. Like, it's really fucking annoying, right? Because I keep winding up in a headspace where I just feel nothing and I hate it. It's so trash, man. Hungering souls, call forth hungering souls, you get enemies, blah blah blah. It's really annoying. I hate it. I hate it a lot. Like, actually hate it. Like, right now, I'm in a good mood because I doubled up my dose on GamerSub, so I'm currently a little bit over-caffeinated. Just a little. But, like, in about an hour or two, my mood is just going to fall off a cliff. It's not even going to turn into a bad mood. Like, I can work with a bad mood. It's just going to turn into a nothing mood. And it's so trash, man. Awful. I hate it. Hello, goodbye. Let's see now. Spell damage, ward on potion usage, we don't want that. Ruby amulet, we don't care about that. That. Right now we're just looking for more damage so we can speed through the beginning parts of the game that much faster. So, yeah. The story is actually pretty alright. Actually not bad, I like it. But yeah. So, like, my back feels kind of warm, but also numb right now. So I'm not sure if I've pinched a nerve or what. I also stood up and stretched today, and my back popped like a freaking firecracker. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm dying or what. It's very unfortunate. It's not a good time. It's really not a good time. I'm not having fun of it. I sometimes have empty moods, nothing I can really do about it except try and force something sad and engage in conversation for time. I just turned depressing, and I'm tired of being depressing burden on my friends. It's really annoying to me, because I'm like, because I realize, like, every time they interact with me, it's normally when I'm in a really shitty mood. And I just feel like that's unfortunate. Yeah. I don't want to be the sad friend. For whatever, for what little it's worth. Oopsies, yo. Please stop meleeing me, sir. Mr. Brightbay Paladin thing. Hilarious, thank you. Give me that. Give me that. We don't care about the recipes. Do. Blah 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 blah.
Well, tell you what. Let's get out of here first.
Escape with the Vaultkeeper. La dee da. So it's just been frustrating. Yeah. So I wasn't able to force myself to really do much actual work for the past couple of days either. Like, I felt better when I got out of the apartment and I started going to Aki. But also, Aki has gotten just kind of a little boring to me lately. Like, after you go a couple dozen times, it's just another place. Yeah. I really like Shibuya. Shibuya is enjoyable. I really like the vibes in Shibuya a lot. But, again, the problem is, once you go so many times, it's just kind of another place. So, yeah. And I've been debating on where I'm going to go next, and what's kind of next for me, and how long I plan on staying at this current university. That's something I've been trying to figure out for a bit. I'm not really sure. Not really sure, and that's kind of one thing that's been stressing me out lately, is I'm just like, I don't know. Like, the current, like, the running plan right now is to stay, well, it's to wait and see what my home university does with those credits I sent them. Because they finally received the credits, which they received yesterday, and I gave them an email about it. And they're like, what do you want us to do with these? I'm like, give me my fucking points, motherfucker. So I'm waiting on them right now to adjudicate whether or not these courses are worth any points at all. They still haven't emailed me back. But I'm waiting for them to email me back about that. Depending on how many points we get, I think it's going to kind of partially determine what I do next. If they give me 3 to 9 credit hours, which is about what I'm expecting, because I have 3 courses worth each 3 points that I think could transfer in. If they give me 9 credit hours, that means I will be 3 credit hours away from my computer science degree. So what I can do is I can enroll for the spring semester at my Japan university and for 1 course at my home university. And if I double dip real snastily, I can snatch up that computer science degree while still being here in Japan. With the computer science degree in hand, though, kind of comes the next part. Hang on. Menu attack speed, blah blah blah. Applies for blah 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 blah. Does not scale points allocated. Requires 5 points in Acolyte base. We are... Hang on. Let's count. So you need a certain amount of points in this for the ward to happen. Not really sure how many points it wants, though. Unless it works right now. We'll find out here in a second. Hello, hi girly pop, hello. Do you want to talk to me? I'm trying. We're doing to a cutscene right now, that's fine. Meow. It's a birdie. Hello, hi. Yes, blah blah blah. What was I talking about just then? I honestly hate university. My brain is not built for university. I like the amount of peace it gives me. Which is it's a surprising amount of peace. I also just generally distaste it because I don't like being told what to do. I'm also just kind of, I'm doing my best not to get involved with the little childish politics they have going on. So that's kind of annoying too. But yeah, if I get those credit hours I want, I'm going to try and double dip on... I'm going to try my best to double dip on the classes, and then hopefully I'll have a computer science degree. So with the computer science degree in hand, that means I magically become employable. So depending on where life and the world is sitting then, I think I can kind of start to schmoover what's next for me. Because I'm hearing predictions, and I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the American news. However, there might be a very high-profile expiration here in... What's today? Is today the 22nd? Here on the 24th, there might be a high-profile expiration, if you catch my drift there. So... yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it happens. See. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not saying it outright. So it looks like that. I can't tell if the ward on kill is working or not. Hang on. If it's going to increase, it did not increase. I do not think it is working. Hang on. I'm trying to figure out if that passive is working or not. It's kind of working. Give me that. Thank you. Hello. Come here. We're getting a small amount. I genuinely can't tell if it's because of the passive or not. You're nice and cozy under your rock. That's not a good place to be right now. But, digression. Give me that. Oh, hello! Whatever the fuck you are. Goodbye. But yeah, depending on how things go, it determines what I'm going to do next. Right now, I think I'm debating on staying past the spring semester, and I might just stay until my visa runs out. That is an option. I don't plan on renewing my visa though. Point blank period. I'm not planning on renewing it. So I'm not really worried about that too much. So it's like, do I want to stay past the spring semester into the summer semester? How long do I stay after that? Do I go into another fall semester? That's kind of what I'm trying to debate on right now. Now, with the computer science degree in hand, I will be vaguely employable in the United States. Not that I want to get a job, however, given how rough my mental has been just kind of on my own, it might be a good idea to try and pick, something up just to force in-person human interaction with me. The world is still spinning. I'm going through the motion, pure inertia. I think that is a very irresponsible way of going about that, but to each their own. Cost less mana, and they have improved criticals. Skeletons have increased attack speed, movement speed. There's something that I want specifically. Your skeletons have increased critical chance, but you can only have one skeletal warrior. You can summon more skeletons. Okay, that sounds nice. Oh dear, dear, dear. So yeah, I'll be able to get a job. I'll be employable, which I don't want a job, but I think just for my mental, it might be the best thing that I can do for myself. And with that degree, I'll have a larger pool of positions to pull from. From there, I have a couple of places that I'm interested in, and I want to see if maybe some contacts will be workable. So that's kind of the current running plan right now. It's been working for me so far, for better or worse. You think it has been, but it hasn't. But like I said, that's not my goat. I'm not even holding the horns this time. So, once I figure all that out. Now, like I said, I could get a job, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I need one. Plus, life may change between then and now. Like, one thing that's been frustrating me lately is just how streaming's been going. I'm not happy with it. It's kind of frustrating, and I'm not sure what I want to keep doing with the streaming stuff. So, yeah, I still want to stream because, like, on the good days, it's really good. And I've been accomplishing a lot of my goals that I've had while streaming, so I kind of want to keep doing it. But it's not what I was hoping it would be. So, yeah. Yep. Like, I still want to go to Europe, but I'm also, the more I stay in Japan, the more I'm kind of intimidated by the idea of going to Europe. And the more I kind of just want to crawl into a hole that I own back in the United States and just kind of let whatever happens happen. But I've been trying to live a bit less in the future, for lack of a better term. Because my friends have been telling me that I need to stop trying to plan for every eventuality. And I need to just kind of sit down and try to enjoy life for once. So that's what I'm trying to do. Right now, I want to get the computer science degree. That's the big one, right? That's the big one. Actually, we'll pop that right there. Come here. Cute. No, I don't want that. There we go. Promise streaming takes a lot of effort and motivation. It really does. It really does. As for the art degree, I'm not getting an art degree, Tibbs. I've been transparent about that with everybody from the start. I'm not getting a art degree because, for lack of because it's literally useless. There's no reason. Blood Spider grants minion blood fusion hits them. 15% damage buff. Hit a boss or enemy, or at least your enemies. You cast marrow shards in the same spot. Rip Blood has increased cast speed, leaves a stench that causes your minions to prioritize attacking it. We'll grab this for now, just more damage. But a art degree is functionally useless. There's no real reason in my mind to ever get an art degree, regardless of what your chosen career path is. Because at the end of the day, if you're trying to get a job in the arts, you need to turn in a portfolio. And having a degree is not going to change really much in that respect. So, yeah. Promise you it takes a lot of motivation. It does take a lot of motivation. It is very difficult to keep being motivated
Eludes me.
when I'm just not making any progress. It's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. And I spent forever making that. I'm a little salty. But I spent a date making that previous TikTok I posted, and it just didn't do well. Which is bound to happen, right? It's gonna happen. I'm just kind of disappointed. So I was like, I thought I did pretty well on it. I think what happened though is it just I'm not sure. I know TikTok isn't really spreading. TikTok changed how many tags you can have, so now it's not reaching as many people. It's just kind of frustrating. So I've just been frustrated with the way things have been going. Like, what was it? In order to get affiliate, you need to have 3 viewers on average for a 30-day period. But we don't even have that now. We're at like 1.9 average, which that just feels bad. Like, we qualified for affiliate, we got affiliate, and now we don't qualify for affiliate anymore. It's like, oh, bruh. Bruh. It's definitely it's a bit on the frustrating side, and it does feel a bit shameful. Not that it really matters at all, it's just kind of like, bruh. And I kind of regret coming to Japan a little bit because we were starting to get like 5 people on average, like starting, right? Like barely 3.9. And then we pop over to here and it's like, okay, that's gone now. So, yeah. Yep. Minion health, minion attack speed. We're just gonna grab more damage. So, it's just frustrating. It's really frustrating. Yeah. Yep. I've been learning a lot though. I've been reaching out to other people slowly. I've been meeting some of my goals for streaming, which was predominantly. Hello, hi, I'm trying to kill you. Hello, hi. You want to die? Can I kill you, please? There he goes, finally. So it's not as though we've been making no progress. It's just I haven't been making progress in the direction I really want to do. And it's also really frustrating because I saw another streamer who started streaming after me. They grew to be way bigger than I am or ever were in less time than it's taken me to stream at all, and they're already graduating. And I'm just like, damn. Fuck. It definitely stings a bit. How do I deal with this again? I don't remember. Yep, that's how. So, it's frustrating. It's difficult. Definitely disheartening. Ooh, that's a good word right there. Disheartening. So, yeah. Yep. A part of me's been having a lot less fun streaming recently, but that's a bit different. I'm not really sure what that is. Like, I enjoy the conversations I have with people when I stream. Just lately, a lot of the conversations have seemed to be a bit more upsetting than they have been enjoyable. That's like part of the problem. But then, a bunch of other stuff too. Progress is not linear, you don't go up and down. Sometimes it makes it that you don't accomplish. Sometimes you stagnate for months. Sometimes it feels like you're getting worse. Yeah, I know. Still sucks. No. 5 intelligence. Spell damage is worth more. So, yeah. It's just frustrating right now. Yes.
Speaking of,
It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. I've started to dread streaming certain games because some people just won't stop freaking backseating me or spoiling stuff. It's like, I do this to have fun, not to perfectly optimize this and that and blah 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 blah. And also I just want to experience the game in a organic capacity with just other people there to enjoy the process. Yes, keep with carpy. Oh, we're doing a cutscene. I think this is the part where we snap teleport into the future. Ah, it is. Here we go. Oh, never mind. There he goes. Oh, now there we go. I love this area. I think it's the coolest in this game. Yeah, the ruined future, baby. Let's go. Give me that. It's a time travel device. Ooh. So, yeah, it's just frustrating. Frustrating, little bit aggravating. That. Little bit aggravating. Yep. I know a part of the problem is that I don't advertise myself like I should. Like, I don't really do social media posts and stuff. And that's something I've been trying to work on. A big part of that issue, though, is I find a lot of the kind of recommended ways to advertise yourself as a streamer and stuff, I think they're really annoying, kind of obnoxious. So I just don't really like them. Yeah. So, I've been trying to work on that, but also having to work on building the model that I've been working on very slowly. Working on the art thing that I've been working on, because if I have to get a job, I want to get a graphic design job. And for that, I need a portfolio! So I've been working on that. Working on a whole bunch of other stuff. It's definitely a lot to chew through. Also having to take care of my mental health and my physical health. That's a whole mess on its own. But it's a lot. There's just a lot to go through. More sketty bones. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Okay, so now we can have 2 of each. That's great. So, here's what it is. Once I'm more comfortable with how the new model is sitting, then I'll start being the annoying freaking little Twitter freaking user person, and we'll just see how that goes. But right now, I'm just not particularly happy with it. Like, I've been taking a break from it, obviously, to work on stuff, but it's also because I've been working on, the big way I work on art projects is I'll make some progress, take a break. Make some progress, take a break. Make some progress, take a break. Because I've noticed if I work on one project for too long, I kind of get tunnel visioned on it. Which makes... Am I using a staff? I'm using a scepter. Cool. I start to get tunnel vision, I stop seeing the finer details, so I take a break, look back at it. So I'm taking a bit of a longer break to look at it again, because the last time I looked at it, I realized I basically needed to redo a massive portion of it, which I was so upset about. I was so upset about that. I was like, fucking damn it. This is nowhere near what I want it to be. And also, I found a very interesting TikTok on how to do facial expressions on VRoid Studio. So I wanted to go back through it and try and make up some custom facial expressions and stuff. Add ArcKit, because that's another thing I've been wanting to do, is add ArcKit to everything so I have better facial expressions, better hand movements and stuff. So it's a lot of stuff that I want to work on, and I've just been kind of sitting on just a little bit. So, but I'll work on it again. I was actually planning on working on it a bit this weekend in order to give Hexy's thing a bit of time to kind of stew. But also, I really want to try and make a 2D model as well, because I think they look better. Just more generally better, in a manner of speaking. I'm not really sure yet. But that's probably for, like, the deep future. I'm not even sure right now. I love this area. It's so cool. I love the kind of generically evil slime creature thing. They're really nice to me. I like this thing. It's like, it's a shame this area is not more this area becomes a lot more prominent in the deep endgame. But it's just like, bruh. Only in the deep endgame. And even then, it's not the area itself that's prominent, they just start reusing the maps. Yeah. Yep. I think the raid is cool. The raid is kind of cool here, the dungeon, whatever it's called. I think it's really annoying though, because it incentivizes not getting hit ever. So that way your special resource dependent on that dungeon doesn't go away. It does have some interesting items though that I did want to do a build with, and I just kind of didn't because reasons. We're also just going to grab all of the quest markers we can, because we do get skill points for doing quests up to a cap, so we're just going to kind of do them for a while. But yeah. Yep. The other problem though is obviously the Depresso is Espresso. So just trying to slowly work through that. Oh my goodness, I really want to drink. Not like water, I need the other kind of water. No. Base damage, blood orbs, now grant ward instead of health. We're not gonna worry about that. Rip Blood does more damage, multiplicative for other things. When you directly cast Rip Blood and it kills at least one enemy, it will recast from that. Ooh, that's fun. Skeleton archers use fire arrows, which is a bow attack that deals physical and fire damage, ignites on hit, 6 cooldown, but what the fuck? Never mind. Upgrade crit chance, no. Skeletal War, no. Skeletons have increased area effect and melee attacks. Skeletons deal more damage, multiplicative. When a skeleton dies, there's a chance to summon a random new one at the same location. Fuck it. That cooldown might work differently than I thought it would. Had to be with some friends and made your head hurt. While you were drinking it or after you're drinking it? Because after you were drinking it, it's kind of normal. Oh boy, I need a drink. I have not had a drink since I went to the Monster Hunter bar back in like April. And I don't even really consider that a drink because I'm fairly certain they watered my shit down. Fairly certain, because I did not get mashed or crunked or dunked or anything. Drink per second on kill. You deal increased damage but lose a percentage of your current HP each second if you've killed an enemy recently. That's interesting. More vitality. A percentage of your current health is drained each second, but you gain. Ooh, okay. Dark rituals. What does this do? Your minions have additional armor. Don't care about that. Minion of Rot. So, yeah. I really don't get it. What's so fun about headaches? You did not answer the question, sir. Did you get the headache after you were done drinking it or while you were drinking it? Because those are two different things.
Impossible.
I really need a drink. Right now I'm saving it to see what happens. What is this? We got a new... Oh, we got Bone Golem. Yes. Wow, like after I was halfway done. Oh, then that's probably a medical condition. That's probably a medical condition. You probably shouldn't drink alcohol. But I'm not a doctor. What alcohol does for me is it makes it a lot easier to be happy. Because that's why I want to drink so much all the time. Is because I found that just right amount of drink for me that makes it so it's easier. Which reminds me, where is? That's not what I wanted. Nope. There is a way to auto shred. Crap. I don't remember how to do it. Hang on. Settings. Where is it at? There's a way. Where's what I'm looking for? Interface. Length of item names. Filters! We're gonna manage a loot filter. Doodah. We're gonna create one from scratch. We're just gonna add a rule. Trash. We're gonna name it pink. And we're gonna add a rule. That rule is going to be... well, it's rarity. If the rarity is below rare. Let's see now. Rarity. Or is it going to be weird? Add condition. Add. Show all rare items. Ah, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Show. Capitalize. Select letter sound. There's a way to auto shred stuff. I just don't remember how. Condition, affix, resonance, blah blah blah. Item type, map icon. We're gonna show rare items. We're gonna hide everything else. So we're gonna hide. We're gonna hide rarity. If it's normal and magic. So anything normal and magic is gonna get hidden. Is there a way to shred them though? I could have sworn there was a way to shred stuff. Visibility, hide, capitalize labels, recolor, sound, icon, loop beam. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Affix. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to do that for us. That is unfortunate. But at least now we'll have less trash to look at. Does not sound like neither healthy nor sustainable. I hope you realize that. No, Tibbs. I've just been talking about how much I want to drink alcohol but refuse to because it's for my health for the past 6 months because I want to kill myself. Like, I don't need you to talk to me about my health when I'm fully cognizant and talked about it multiple times on stream. But I'm waiting to see what happens over the next couple of days because, like I said, there is supposed to be a very large, very big news. According to Jay Schlatt, how true that is, I don't know, but I'll take my W's where I find them. So, given some political happenings that have been happening recently, there might be good news. Bad news for a lot of people, but good news for me. There might be good news in the coming days, and if there is, I'm going to drink like a fish. Because I'm going to celebrate. I'm hoping that prediction comes to pass. I really, really am. So I have stayed dry. I have stayed very, very dry. Damn it if I don't want it. Yep. I recognize this tile. This tile is from the arena. But one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Also, the other issue is I don't have anything to mix with my soju. Yeah, that one's annoying too. Because alcohol tastes like ass. So I got one of those weird mouths or something where I can taste the alcohol in anything. Like, I remember we did a wine tasting when I was at Camp Roberts, and the dude brought out like the fancy wine, like the 30-year-old stuff, but I couldn't taste shit. It just tasted like alcohol and a little bit of grape. And everyone was going on and on. They're like, oh, I can taste the volcanic ash. I can do this. I can do that. And I'm just like, this tastes like alcohol. This sucks. So what I normally do is I just buy soju and mix it with some drink mix or something until it tastes like oranges or lemons, like spookily like them. And then I just go to town. But I don't have any drink mixes here, so yeah, I'm not sure if you can mix fruit juice in alcohol comfortably. I'm not sure. And I still don't have a fucking fridge. Oh, I'm still mad about that. They delivered the fridge, what was it, 2 days ago? But it was a full-sized fridge, which first of all, we couldn't get it in the doorway because the door doesn't open all the way because it smacks into the adjoining wall. So I kind of have to wiggle my way into my own apartment. And then it wouldn't fit in the hallway because you enter and then there's a small hallway before you get to the opening where the ladder is. It wouldn't fit through that little opening whatsoever, no sir. And then 12% more damage, 48% more damage. And then it wouldn't fit in the little landing because I have too much crap. Oh, hello, Megami. Hey, Raiders, hello. How you guys doing? Thank you for raiding. My name's Brandier. I'm whinging because I live in Japan. I've been enjoying the game thoroughly. I'm actually starting the new, what's it called? The new season. It's actually been a few months since I played. Because, I played out basically the first season. And we're playing it again, because I like playing the Acolyte, and they changed up how the Acolyte works. So I want to try, I think it's either Lich or Necromancer. I really want to give them a try, because I really like builds that allow me to make enemies explode on death, and it seems like the Acolyte is the only one in Last Epoch that lets you do that. So I want to dick around and do stupid stuff with that. Yeah. So we're just trying to blitz through the initial story right now, get through that nice and comfortably, before we start doing fun build nonsense. You know what I mean? Yeah, how you doing? How was stream? What'd you guys stream? Were you playing Last Epoch? Really enjoy it. I'm still pretty new to ARPGs like Last Epoch and stuff. I'm still very new to them, but I've been having a very good time with them since I tried them out. I play Path of Exile 2 a little bit, and Swarm, man, it's looking pretty good. Was racing for level 100 SFSC and started to feel weird, feverish and chill, so I decided to prioritize my health and stop. Played Ignite. It's fun. Good on you for prioritizing your health. That definitely sounds like a problem. But Ignite Paladin. I've been wanting to mess around with I kind of want to mess around with Paladin a little bit as well, but I want to get my Explode on Death build going first, just because I like the game out stuff. Last season, I was playing as Warlock Acolyte with a combination of uniques, exotics, legendaries, whatever they call them in this game, that caused me to that caused Wraiths to spawn whenever I killed an enemy or whenever they killed an enemy, and any enemy they killed would explode and chain the explosion whenever the explosion killed an enemy. It was pretty good. It was not bad. It didn't really work well, and I kind of got bored with the farming, but it worked a little bit. And with the changes they've made to the Acolyte in the most recent update, I think I might be able to refine it and make it a bit better. You really like speedrunning Diablo Light, and I was running LE 4.1.0? Damn, so you've been playing this game for a hot... I'm not a big speedrunner. I kind of like just sticking around in them and doing funny builds and stuff. But I see the vibe. I've tried Diablo 3 and Diablo 4. Didn't like them, but I've never tried Diablo 2. Sadly, while I'm speed demon in campaign and Monolith, you quickly get bored. Yeah. Monolith for me is really boring. Like, I love farmy games. Like, my big game is like Warframe and a little bit Final Fantasy 14. I'm still trying to get into that. Like, I like grindy games, but Monolith was just too grindy for me. And I like the equipment crafting. Like, the equipment crafting in Last Epoch is way better than either the Path of Exiles, but I still really don't like how it's basically RNG to get good equipment. You know what I mean? It just kind of wears itself out after a while. So I think that probably Last Epoch's big issue right now is definitely how the long-term endgame hashes out. But, you know, for the moment, I've been enjoying it and stuff. It's still pretty early into its life cycle, so I'm optimistic and see where things go. Although I feel like the community is definitely a little right to be nervous about the acquisition by the new big company, whatever. I think they're definitely right to be a little concerned about that, because the game is still early in its life cycle. It's still prime time to get absolutely fucked up by some, you know, some investors who just come by and, you know, run it into the ground with monetization stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm worn and tired. It's 2 a.m. here. Oh, jeez, go to bed. What the fuck? Get some sleep. Thank you for the raid. I hope you feel better soon. We'll meet again, perhaps. Till then. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Make sure you prioritize your health. You gotta take care of yourself. So we're already getting whatever the nemesis are, and it's crap. Bruh. I think one thing I definitely hate is getting class lock uniques, exotics, and items. That's definitely annoying. That's definitely. But yeah, what I normally do with like soju and stuff is I just mix it with juices and stuff until it tastes more like juice than it does alcohol, and I just go to town. I've been able to do that for a hot minute because I can't find any juice mixes here in Japan because I don't speak freaking Japanese. Whee! So it is what it is. It is what it is. We're just hanging out for dear life. I think I've also just been bored lately. Like, I need to go to Nakano soon to pick up more camera parts because there's a good camera shop in Nakano, but I also want to wait until the photography class starts up so I know precisely what it is I'm looking for from Nakano. But also I kind of just want to order the parts off Amazon because, you know, that's a thing you can do. You can just order parts. So I'm also bidding on that. So it's like money. I also just really don't want to spend money. I don't want to spend money. Womp womp. Elemental damage. Melee attack speed. We're just gonna ignore that for now. Oh, my shoulders are killing me too. I'm dying out here. I'm dying.
It eludes.
Give me you, sir. Hello. Hi. Goodbye. Thank you.
I see.
Thank you for the passive. Let me look at this a bit more. Minion health. Your minions have increased attack speed and cast speed. This bonus also applies to you if you have used a minion skill in the last 10 seconds. Your damage, when damage leaves you below half health, you summon a Revenant, a melee minion. Ooh, with decaying health whose damage scales with your intelligence. This effect lasts 15 seconds. That sounds actually lovely. Ah, I see why this is here too. So you drop yourself below half HP, and then it just auto summons a Revenant. Probably personally. So that could be going for it. That could be nasty. Where'd the other one go? We got two. Where did it go? Ah, it's right here. Stun duration, 30% ward on hit. We're gonna get the ward on hit. It looks like we're gonna be running at a deficit of HP. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see now.
Yes.
You shop, so get rid of that, and that, this and that, and that, and that. Can you believe it? That and that, and this and that, two, this, that, bop. Okay. Got rid of that trash. We go to this person. They will allow us to respecialize. We're going to get rid of these two. You have a point in blood tack, which I hate it when it does that. Thinking in blood pack. What is wrong with this? 3 unspent points. Why do I have 3 unspent? What are you talking about? Hang on, I'm trying to remember all the keys. There we go. 3 unspent points. So that actually
Greetings.
special here. So give me that. Give me that. So on nearby death, we're going to ignore that. I think that might actually be a nub trap. So now we're summoning a Revenant. Revenant deals more damage based on the combined minion skill of your equipped skills. For example, if you have 2 minion skills equipped at a level 10, it gains 20% more damage. Okay. Your minions have additional armor per character level. So also the damage scales with intelligence. We can use this to get more intelligence, or we can just go balls to the wall and ignore that and do stuff like that. So we're going to try and intentionally drop our HP in order to forcibly spawn the Revenant, which is going to do more minion shenanigans for us. So yeah. What's the thing I'm looking for here? I'm still trying to remember my hotkeys. There it is. Hotkey. So the next thing I want to get is I want to get Bone Golem on level 20 here, so we can start doing Bone Golem shenanigans and go to the Bone Zone. I really like summoner builds. I like summoner builds and enemies explode on death builds. Those are definitely my faves. Definitely my favorites. Why do I have an email? Is this email from it's not. Actually, hang on, that actually might be. What the fuck? Hang on, checking. Oh, no. It's just a political email. Boo! We hate those. Boo! Thumbs down. Go away. So, yeah. It's probably going to be a bit before my home university gets back to me about those courses. Which I'm very upsetty spaghetti about. I wish it would take less time. That'd be nice. You know? Yeah. Oh, never mind. We're not going over there. So, how... Why is there shocking? Oh, it's because we have a scholar there. Okay. I'm stupid. So, oh, yeah. And I love the aesthetics. Like, look down at that. Look at that world box down there. That's so nice. I love that. That's lovely. So, yeah, right now we're just, I guess I'm just kind of waiting. I'm just kind of waiting for things to happen and waiting for needs to arise. I'm also trying to figure out what I'm going to invest in next. We're just gonna go more into that for now. Spirit Plague unlocked. Spirit Plague, I like Spirit Plague. I like and I don't like Spirit Plague. Like Spirit Plague, before the update, we can actually check it now. But before the update, it had that issue where it needed to be individually cast on every single enemy you wanted to use it on. It's just, but they might have gotten buffed. Like, they went through the entirety of the Acolytes kit and they've redone a lot of stuff. So I think it'd behoove us at least take a look. Spirit Plague curses a target with powerful necrotic damage over time, which lasts 3 seconds, spreads to a single nearby target on target death. They're also slowed. Enemies inflicted with Spirit Tag also get Frailty. Spirit Plague has additional spell necrotic damage for each point of intelligence. Now cast in an area around the target but costs more mana. Spread is cast in a larger area. Deals significantly more damage but no longer spread. That's lame. I don't like that. You gain ward when hitting an enemy afflicted with Spirit Plague. Spirit Plague spreads when you critically do the thing. Has a chance to summon a Poison Wisp when it kills an enemy, a minion, which lasts 15 seconds and poisons nearby enemies. Spirit Plague all spreads after a duration. Has increased cast speed. Enemies afflicted by Spirit Plague are also feared. Spirit Plague is now a combo skill. Directly recasting Spirit Plague within 2 seconds will cause 3 inflicted enemies to spread it. Enemies you inflicted Spirit Plague are also inflicted by Plague for the same duration. Plague is an element that deals poison damage over time and spreads between enemies and doesn't attack. Plague inflicted, you gain increased spirit damage, increased poison damage when you inflict an enemy. Spreads more targets, you gain mana, so it only spreads like 1 or 2 times, I think. I don't know. Next thing we're going to grab is honestly going to be the Bone Golem, because I think the Bone Golem is going to be better for us in the short and long term. So I don't think we're going to get much use out of Spirit Plague for a bit. We could replace Ripped Blood with Spirit Plague, but I don't really foresee that doing much good for us in the short term or the long term, so we're just going to kind of hold off on that for a minute. Things are... Oh, that's why our HP is regenerating, because we're using Ripped Blood. Ooh. You know what? Let's be fancy. Let's be dandy. We're going to despecialize the skill. Despecialize. We're going to pop Spirit Plague in there. We're gonna see what happens. Ow. Go away. Gone. Okay, there we go. I want Spirit Plague deals additional necrotic damage. So we want that at the least. It's now cast in an area. We'll grab that next. Pop, oopsies, wrong one. We're gonna pop that there. So, in theory, we're going to curse enemies with Spirit Plague. The Skelly Bones are going to hit them, it's going to spread, and then happy dappy, lovely job. In theory. Ow, my tailbone. But yeah, I really want to drink of alcohol. Like, every time I just kind of think about it, I'm like, damn, I'm thirsty. Damn, I'm thirsty. Oh, yeah. Yep. It's also why I used to just kind of allow myself to have 1 drink a month. 1 drink a month. But yeah. Yep. It is what it is. What is done is done. Spirit Plague is not doing what I want it to do right now. Taking a long ass time to spread to nearby enemies. Oh, I think it only spreads when... Yeah, it only spreads when they die right now. That's unfortunate. Ice arrow converting a space fighter. Fire arrow shoots more arrows that deal more damage, but has a longer cooldown. Want more skeletons. Skeleton warriors have more maximum health, while skeleton rogues and archers deal more damage. I know that's pretty okay. Sure, why not? back into here. Take a look at Spirit Plague one more time. We do have Frailty. It spreads to a single nearby target on death. Yeah, that's no. I don't want that. What can we grab instead? We do need to worry about regenerating HP because we're trying to summon. Well, I mean, we could just do it. Yeah. Okay. What do we want to use? What do we want to use? Bone Golem. Significantly more armor for 8 seconds. No. Additional armor to nearby allies, including itself. Melee cold damage. Death Chill. Increased size and more damage if you have no other living golems when you summon them. You have additional golems. Okay, so they haven't really changed the bone golem very much. So what do I do off that? More spell damage. Melee attack speed. We'll just do that. Fuck it. It'll be fine. Probably. Hopefully. So where's my bone golem? Your golem, thank you. There. Marrow shards. We're just gonna keep Rip Blood for now. It'll be fine. We'll work out a build eventually here. We'll work out something. Yeah, it'll work out. It'll be fine. Probably. Whoopsies. There goes the lever. Okay. Ah, it's a Nemesis. Firestarter Torch. Ah, see, that's good stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to empower it, which is going to cause... When you empower it, you fight the boss as though you're going to fight it normally. You can do this up to 3 times. Every time you empower it, the boss gets stronger, but it adds more attributes and effects to the items inside. So that nice little Firestarter Torch thing is going to become more powerful because we just did that. Lovely jubbly, happy slappy. Okay. So, yeah. Don't worry, it'll make sense. It'll make sense eventually. Oh, and all of our skeletons died. That was great. So yeah, right now we're obviously just in that kind of beginning portion of the game. I'm not good at speedrunning these kind of games like other people, so this is going to take an amount of time. But now that I understand the game a little bit better than I did when I first started playing it, it shouldn't take quite as long. It's still gonna take a while, but you know, as. Yep. For instance, I also keep forgetting that I can just run by enemies, and it's not going to change much. It's gonna change a little bit, not much. So we need to get our hands. Okay. This is a part of the new update. Hello, sir. For you. Okay, we don't have any parts, so this is a part of the new update. So I think, if I recall, my bone's gone. If I recall correctly, you can pop in those nice little wormholes that we just popped into, and we can get some swag, nasty gear from here. So, kill enemies first of all, I guess. So, yeah. We still need a good way to deal area of effect damage to enemies, but I think we're hashing out pretty okay for now. Spirit Plague, sufficiently upgraded in the right direction, would temporarily take care of that. But I think Bone Golem's doing a lot for us right now. I think he's doing a lot. Like, look at him go. He's just a little guy. Let's... Ooh, I know there's an option to pick those up by default. I just don't remember what that is or where to get it. I don't remember. Unfortunate, but it's true. So, yeah, I've just been frustrated with things lately. Frustrated, kind of thirsty. It's also really frustrating because every time I try and go to the convenience or something to go get a drink, a part of me is just like, you probably shouldn't do that. And then I don't, and I'm like, bruh, what? Oh, it is what it is. Like, I've been meaning to go, you know, have a few. Every time I go, I'm just like, actually, maybe not. Good, specialized. Yes, yes, to specialize. We need a good way to deal area of effect damage. Disaster enemies take necrotic damage over time. So, Hungering Souls work. Additional projectiles but cost more mana. Wider area. Scale damage based on max mana, but fewer spells are created. 10 more damage over time. No. So yeah, we'll just put Spirit Plague in after all. Spirit Plague goes there. Instead of trying to cast an AoE, though, what we want is we want it to spread. I want it to spread, and I want it to spread quickly. Spreads after a duration. I mean, that's gonna have to do 1, 2, 3. So next one we can grab is that. Do. It's also really interesting because Bone Golem snapshots the skill points we discovered of. So as long as he doesn't die, we have him forever. Your dyslexia made to read the title as Apocalypse Kobold. Now I'm thinking if a Pyromantic Kobold is level 15 Warlock Sorcerer. How you doing, Elgato? How's life treating you? Been going well. Loving life. We are playing the new update of Last Epoch. If you remember Last Epoch at all. So we are, yeah, we're doing stuff. I don't know what that Piss Cloud is doing, but I don't think I want to be. Yep. How's everything going? Loving life? We are hanging on for dear life. Why is there a mine there? Are we getting help from an ally, right? Yes, we are. He's over there. That might explain the Piss Cloud, actually. Yes, Piss Cloud. Stay in the Piss Cloud, sir. You know you love it. You know you love the Pissy Cloud. There, and there he goes. Fabulous. What kind of shinies do you have for me, Saw? Ooh. Guaranteed loot, primordial. Ah.
What a glorious kill.
What should we do with them? Go to them, see what we can learn. The better right, excellent. Careful though, we do not want to destroy the entire nest. We do not know how delicate this could be. One wrong move and all we'll gain is yoke friend claws. He also said, oh, okay, shinies. Never was interested in it. It looks good like PoE, but didn't vibe with me like Diablo 2 and 3. That's fair. It's reasonable. Oh, he's got shinies. Primordial feather, traded scout for powerful items, blah blah blah. Yeah, he's got the new uniques. There was one in here that I saw for the Acolyte that I was like, holy crap about, that I really wanted. I don't remember what it was. Pump. So, oh wait, I think I understand now. Primordial claws and stuff. So those, yeah, those are the special stuff he wants. Okay. Drops rare caster, gains additional head that breathes fire. Sure. Sounds like fun. So yeah, the next time we come in here, that guy is probably going to be a little bit nastier. Lovely. You'll love to see it. But yeah. Yep. I wonder if we could actually farm that. That'd be nice. So right now what we're trying to do is we're trying to speed through the story a bit. We're just trying to speed through that nice and swiftly. Because obviously we've already done it before. So now we want to do it faster. Missing health gained as ward per second. Thank you. So, yeah, 50% damage reflected to it now, because I like the minion damage one. So, yeah. Yep. I am looking forward to next week, though, because next week is going to have a lot of stuff. It's going to have a Path of Exile update, it's going to have Warframe update, it's going to have a lot of stuff. Blah. Oh, is he turning evil? Yeah, he is. You thought you were clever, but it was I, Brandia. So yeah, we're doing a bit more of a summoner build this time because they updated this character class to have better shiz than last time. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging back, doing our own thing while I try and debate on things to talk about. Of course, I never really know what to talk about during stream anymore. Yep. Because like I said, I went to Akihabara, but nothing really happened. There wasn't really anything interesting. There was actually good Made in Abyss merch for once. There's actually good Made in Abyss merch. The problem was that Made in Abyss merch was $40 for what felt like plastic. So, yeah, I'm good. Especially because I actually bought some Girl DM merch, another streamer who I really like, because she released a sling backpack that I really like the look of, so I pre-ordered that. So got that instead. So I basically burnt up my budget for this month, which is good because it's the end of the month. I still spent a bit more this month than I really wanted to, but it's fine. I'm gonna spend a lot of money next month though. Borderlands 4 comes out. Warframe's new Warframe stuff, because of course I always buy Warframe trash. And something else. There's something else coming out next month. I don't remember what it was, but I really want whatever it is. You Return to Elder Gaspar.
It eludes me.
Come on, run faster. Thank you. The neighbors are stomping around. I can't tell if I'm annoying them. There she goes. My wrist is feeling weird too. My back still feels a bit funny as well. Blah 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 blah.
Stop him.
Lots of talking. So, you have a chance to poison hit and have additional poison resistance, ward retention. I like being able to poison enemies. Being able to poison enemies is one of my favorite things. You do increase poison damage and your minions have a chance to poison on hit. That sounds like fun. Is this? You and your minions have increased physical damage and bleed duration. Or we could just buff the minions. Since we're going for more of a minion-centric build, we might as well. But that poison, no. That poison, no.
What?
Did you promise a reward? Chinese, thank you. Ooh! Bleached as health. That's probably not going to be good for our current build, but we're going to grab it anyways. Revenant. The Revenant deals more damage based on the command minion level skill, blah blah blah. When damage leaves you below half health, you summon a Revenant. Yeah, I wonder how to refresh that duration. Grab that. We haven't been able to summon the Revenant yet, but I'm sure it'll come in handy eventually. Eventually. Come on, hurry up. I kind of want to stream. I kind of want to do a long stream of me just farming out the Pokedex too. This is a chill thing where I don't really have to talk much. That'd be nice. At least it'd be enjoyable for me. Like I know I'm not him, but I know I saw Alpharad do a couple streams where he would farm out the Pokédex and stuff. I kind of want to do that. Like I like the idea of having a living Pokédex, so I can get the Pokédex completion stuff in every game from now on. And I think it's easier than ever to get a full dex with just everything that's available now. So I want to do that. My big issue right now is I need to get like a spreadsheet or something. And I need to get the locations of all the Pokemons in Scarlet and Violet, because I think Scarlet and Violet is like the best way to get a hold of all those right now. But yeah, once we do that, things honestly should be pretty nice. I've already gotten a non-zero amount. Right now what I was planning on doing is I was going to work through the Kanto decks first. And just kind of go through there. Well, either the Kanto decks or I'm going to go look for a resource and see if there's a way to tell what Pokemon are in what region. And just kind of go with whatever is easier from there. kind of difficult though. It's also kind of difficult because it's hard to keep track of what I already have, because I'm using Pokemon Home as well to kind of transfer all my stuff between, you know, as you know. And there's no good way to sort your boxes. So however everything fell is how everything fails. It's not great. It's not great, fam. So, yeah. So it's kind of not great right now. So it's hard to tell what I have access to currently versus what I need to get access to. I'm sure it'll work. It'll work out in time once you let it work out. But it's just the between then and there. You know what I mean? But it's something peaceful. It's kind of nice being able to play Pokemon like I used to as a kid. So I've tried to complete the Pokédex before. Didn't do a very good job at it, obviously, but you know, I tried. So it's peaceful in its own way. Just putting on a podcast or some streamer in the background and just kind of letting things go as they will. Ooh, shiny one. And the Revenant spawn. Thank you. So yeah, he definitely only spawns for... Why is there an ancient cavern? Ah, shiny. So yeah, it's just nice being able to kind of work on that stuff peacefully like I used to. On melee hit. Not really useful for us. It's cool that it's there. Just not very useful. Sad. But anyway, digression. So my Scuddybone's gone. Yep, eat him. It's kind of like that. So it's just something I want to do. The problem is I'd have to hook the capture card back up. And that's going to be a whole thing. So I might wait on that for a bit. And also with all the games coming out over the next few weeks. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how things hash out, for lack of a better term. Which is, in my opinion, a pretty lazy way of going about it. Use Freds. Pretty lazy way of going about it, but whatever. I'm enjoying it. So maybe I'll just keep it as something for myself to relax with. Because I definitely don't do enough of that right now. Ruined era. We teleport. Do. My tailbone hurts because I'm sitting on it in a weird way. I'm going through here. I love the environmental design they have going on in this game. I think it's really nice. Now we need to make sure Spirit Plague here spreads to all enemies. We'll get more value out of the Revenant as time goes on. Right now we're not going to get a whole lot of use out of it because the game frankly is not difficult enough this early on to make use of something like that, but as time goes on it'll absolutely have fun. Especially because that Wraith that summons is the kind of Wraith that interacts with the exotic that I really want to get my hands on, that causes enemies to explode on death. So we'll get more value out of it in time. Which, kind of crafty, I know, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and it will be what it will be. For instance, I do remember this boss gave us a lot more trouble the first time. It's a lot more trouble, actually. That, no. What about this? No. We're going in the portal. Oh, Jesus, he came out of the portal instead. Never mind. I thought we were going in the portal, but no, the portal came out to us instead. And this is the same boss because he is doing the little flame, the left thingy, so yeah. I like that. That's nice. That's nice. I hope we get to evolve him again and just turn him into an absolute monstrosity to fight against him. That'd be enjoyable. I'd like that. So, yeah. I think one thing I'm enjoying about Spirit Plague right now is definitely being able to just kind of mind my own business and just kind of dodge around him. And I love how stupid the AI is, too. just scraping him like this. Lovely. And there's our Wraith. Very nice, very nice. He does not do much damage currently, so I think I'll start going for the poison stuff next. Being able to poison enemy would be kind of nice, you know? It would be kind of enjoyable. Especially once we start getting into... Ooh, okay. Shiny two-handed staff. Yes, sir, thank you. May I have another? Do that, and we're off to the races. Yes, yes. Ah, there goes my wrist. There goes the other wrist. Fabulous. Check. What's a good way to get this to spread? I want maximal spread. So breakers now combos. Enemies afflicted with Spirit Plague are also inflicted with Plague for the same duration. Plague is an element that deals poison damage over time and spreads. So we could probably go with Plague, and that'll do the trick. That'll probably do what I want to do. Hopefully. Is this a boss? This feels very bossy. Going to empower him again. We're just gonna call it happens. The one thing I do like about the way Epoch seems to work is it's not like it's not like Path of Exile, where having more enemies is kind of a problem. It likes having a lot of the classes in this and a lot of the build decisions seem like they really appreciate having loads of enemies, and I love them for that. I love them for allowing me to just have volumes of enemies. That's really nice. Especially because you just become more powerful with it. It's nice. I enjoy that. Like, I like Path of Exile, don't get me wrong, but Path of Exile has a lot of issues right now that definitely do not feel great. I hear in the quickly upcoming update that they're fixing a lot of those issues, but the coming update and the current update are two different things. So, yeah. Killed that, so we should only have to kill that thing one more time. And we'll have our shinies. We're gonna level up. Yep. What did I decide to do? That's right. That's skeletons. Each portion of the damage they deal is health and have additional physical resistance. That'll make them a bit tankier. Use multiple skeletons and some casts. When one of your skeletons die, another is healed. You can summon more skeletons. Skeleton archers are removed from the pool. Skeletons deal more damage and have more health, but we can only summon half of me. You'll fuck that. So we'll grab this to increase the amount of skeletons we have. I'll grab that for HP recovery, and that should hopefully keep them going for quite a while. Hopefully. Crafting, I don't care. I already know about crafting. We are not going to get into crafting this early. Not this early. We're going to be juggling a lot of items for a while. For a while yet, actually. Quite a while. Ooh, beer. Beer! You know, I never liked beer. Like I was talking about earlier, I can't taste the flavor in alcohol. All I can ever taste is the alcohol. So I really just don't enjoy it that much. Unless you water it down to absolute piss. I just can't stand it. It's awful. Minion health. So, yeah. It is kind of nice though, because it means I can buy the cheap alcohols, no problem. And again, I've tried a variety of alcohol. I've tried expensive alcohols, I've tried inexpensive alcohols. All I taste is alcohol. So, at the very least, my drinks are cheap when I go to the bar. I just grab whatever's strongest and nope, there it goes. Glug, 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 glug. Yeah. Except at the Monster Hunter bar. For whatever reason, I don't know what they're doing with those drinks, but I can not really taste the alcohol for the most part. A few times I was like, oh yeah, that's alcohol. Holy balls, what the fuck? But other times it's like, this is actually flavorful. Oh yes, sir. So I love mixed drink a lot. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. But yeah, I'm still kind of apprehensive about going again though, because again, I still feel like they watered down my drink last time. Probably because they wanted me to spend more to try and get Crunk, and I wasn't getting Crunk, and I was like, why? Why? Why am I not getting all kinds of Crunkadunk? I'm also waiting for them to rotate some good desserts and stuff back on the menu, because they took off my favorite dessert, and I'm still mad about that. I'm still kind of PO'd. I'm still like, bro, give me my good stuff back. So, yeah, I actually checked the menu a day ago, and I didn't really see anything particularly interesting, so I'm just kind of like, whatever. Whatever. I'm not really interested in what they currently have. Plus, I've kind of lost interest in the Monster Hunter bar after I got the merch crap that I wanted, which was the little water bottle. It's still fun to go to. I love the vibes. The vibes are always just immaculate at that place. It's so good. I really like it. You know, everyone's just kind of there vibing with the Monster Hunter stuff. It's like, it's so cool. I love it. Infernal Shade. This is the thing that causes enemies to explode on death. It is jam. I love it. It's my favorite spell. Because it combines just a whole bunch of stuff together that I love. We're despecialized. I do like the word despecialized. Oh, yes, sir. Give me this. Oh. So, what this does is it'll apply a debuff to an enemy, causing them to take a lot of damage per second. They will deal that in an AoE around enemies, and then when they die, they will explode, and then affect other people with the same debuff, and then it repeats. It's really fun, and I love it. And you have to take this treat. You have a chance to create a blaze shade. No. We're just going to go through, make sure nothing changed. Best reduced duration. When directly casting it, you'll create extra shades if they're nearby. Blah, blah, blah. No. Shades do multiple damage. Nearby enemies. Where is it? One of these spreads it to nearby enemies. If no target within the range, no. Blaze Shade, no. We really don't want Blaze Shade. Blaze Shade deals more damage, has reduced duration. When the target dies, it has a chance to move to a new target. There you go. That's the one. It maxes out at 100%. Oh, we know that. So this is predominantly for the Warlock. However, there is an exotic that causes your a special minion to apply the same effect. And you can only get that minion under, I think, the Necromancer tree or something. So you can use it elsewhere. You can use it elsewhere, which makes it even better in my opinion. Love it. Come here. And now he has the button. Look at him go. So, yeah. I do like, by the way, that the way the devs prevent you from just blazing through the boss is every time you hit one of those major nodes, it'll give them a overshield of like a lot of damage resistance, but not, you know, a whole lot of damage resistance that rapidly drains on its own. So you're not necessarily locked out like you are in like Warframe and stuff. I really like that. I think that's really nice touch. Oh boy. I think it's a really nice touch. I really like it. It's one of those things I really like about the bosses in this. So that way, you know, you just can't one-tap the boss, but you also do have an incentivization to just build for maximal DPS if that's what you want to build. I really like that. It's one of those nice little vibey vibe things. You know what I'm saying? One of those nice little vibes. Bye-bye, he died. Oh, here he goes. Now touch the epoch, thank you. We now have 2 epoch
So
cards.
much for their mighty elder.
Come on, let me in. I think now we get to choose our subclass, which is where we're gonna go for, it's either Necromancer or Wraith, whichever one interacts with the thing. You can change it later, so you're not locked into or out of anything, thankfully. But they updated the background too. Look at that. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Come on. Come on. Movement speed. Movement speed. There we go. Hello, hi, yes. Okay.
and
So we
focus
did
on
Warlock last time. Warlock was fun, but
as I guide the shades to
we
you.
need the Summon Wraith. Summons a Wraith that rapidly fades from this world, but will seek and attack your phones while it remains. The reason why we want the Wraith skill is because there is another exotic that will summon Wraiths for us. However, without the actual Wraith skill, we cannot put skills on it. So that is the overarching issue. So, yeah. We're choosing this. It will require spending gold. It's fine. So, now we have the Wraith skill. When we get to level 20, we'll specialize into the Wraith. We can also get Skeleton Mage, Sacrifice, Dread Shade. Your minion's health is drained for 3% of its max health per second for each second the shade's been active. But it and your minions deal plus 10 necrotic damage to spells, blah, blah, blah. Assemble Abomination. This is the summer stuff. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna love it. Just like... Raise rare location, but raids cost more mana. Raise deal more damage multiplicative and melee attack, but are unable to move. That one's actually interesting. I didn't know that was... Ouch, 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 ouch. Skill they could have. Like I said, my tailbone, because I'm sitting weirdly. For the attack speed, Raise can summon additional Raise of each cast, but Summon Wraith has cost more mana and now it's a cooldown. Raise have a chance to apply Damned. Raise have a shorter cooldown and a shorter lay after each one is summoned. Summon Raise summons additional Raise per cast but costs more mana. Removes a delay between each Wraith being summoned, but fewer Wraiths are summoned per cast. Wraiths deal necrotic damage. Deal additional necrotic damage. Cast speed. You can control more Wraiths at once. You have a chance instead to summon a flame Wraith which casts fireballs. Additionally, all Wraiths deal more damage. Multiple others. Wraiths have improves crit. Crit deal more damage. Strikes restore health to your Wraiths. That's actually nice. Wraiths health decays more slowly. You have a chance to summon a Putrid Wraith with poison enemies. Additionally, all Wraiths do more damage. Wraiths health no longer decay, but you are now limited to only 2. That's kind of nice too. Do 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 do. Yes, yes, yes. Blah 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 blah. Yep. Your minions have additional health perk, additional armor per character level. You and your minions deal increased necrotic damage, and you have a chance to apply a damned on it. Or we can go into here and we can start doing the fun stuff. I want to get my hands on Skeleton Mage here. Elixir of Hunger, 6-point bonus when you use a potion. You also consume your lowest health minion killing it to restore your health. Your health gains. No, we don't want that. Risen Army, it just increases minion stats. Grave Thorns, you have additional vitality and your minions have additional armor and damage reflection. 3 points. Your minions have increased armor per point of your intelligence, and they also have increased health per your vitality. We're gonna grab this because it just strictly buffs our minions for now. We want to get into Skeletal Mage. Do 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 do. Bum bum. Do 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 do. Actually, what we could do if we're fancy, we're actually gonna toss you. We're gonna toss you. We're gonna pop Summon Wraith in there, and I want to give Summon Wraith out here. I want to give it a kind of I want to give it a swirl. I want to give it a whirl and a swirl. Blood corrupted him. Blah 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 blah. Yep. Lots of yep. Welcome. That. Still trying to farm out points and stuff. Shinies.
Farewell. Greetings.
Alright, no shinies for us. Sag. Whip whomp. Whip whomp. And off we go. Do 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 do. Do do. So, one thing I've never really liked is playing the Necromancer class in these kinds of games, because I don't like having to summon my minions over and over and over and over and over and over. Kind of annoying. So these guys last as long as their HP lasts, I believe. How many can I summon? Oh, I can summon 6 of them. What the fuck? Oh yeah. Their HP do reduce very quickly, so that's definitely that's not great. Oh, buddy. What the hell? Oh, I'm gonna get a problem. Yep. Doodah. What are we going to do? Appear at target location but cost more mana. We don't really want that. I want this. No longer decay. Well, not necessarily no longer decays. I want the one that causes them to regen HP. More amounts of mana, cost more mana, and reduce cast speed, health decays more slowly. My critical strikes restore health to them, so I still have to be doing stuff. Raves are larger, deal more damage, and hit a wider area. So just better raves. Raves do not decay. This could also be nice. Like, granted, it does limit the amount of raves we can have, but more damage, and they just stick around forever. Nice. Not gonna lie. Gain ward for each summon, but their health decays more quickly. Raves deal more damage and have increased attack speed, but are able to move. Increase attack speed and cast speed and cost less mana. They move faster. Additional damage or additional HP. It looks like that's what we're looking at. Have additional poison penetration, then melee attacks have a chance to poison enemies on hit. You have a chance to summon a putrid, which poison enemies for additions. Additionally, all deal more damage. I think this will keep them around for longer. So that's probably going to be more useful to us in the short term. We'll respect later into, whoopsies, respect later into better shenanigans. Probably going to be the best thing that we can do for now. Oh yeah, they're lasting a lot longer now. So we won't have to deal with as much uptime on them then. So that's gonna be the big ticket item. And then once we have enough points to get them to being invincible, yeah, I think we'll just go for the 2 raves, just because these ones are so powerful. That's probably gonna be the smartest thing we can do, especially once we get our hands on that unique, that exotic. Absolutely, yeah. This feels like this feels like it's gonna be our best bet for now. Absolutely. It kind of sucks, but it'll be fun. And then maybe later we can, maybe in the next playthrough, we'll play with a different class. See what happens, because I know there is a meteor build on the wizard class, which is another one of my favorite kind of builds. I love meteor builds too. Just the sheer awe of chopping a meteor on enemies, like the comet spell from Path of Exile. Love it. I love those kinds of builds too. They're really fun. Oh dear. Hopefully Path of Exile 2 is going to be in a better place here in a couple of days. Hopefully. We'll see how things go for them. Boy doo-doo. Not happy with us. He is in fact the opposite of happy. He is unhappy. Alright, there it goes. Wait, look at that. It's really nice. Very nice. So the raves are definitely doing a lot for me. We just need to get the Infernal Shade augment going. So lots of stuff. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. Reach the surface beyond the sheltered wood. I'm still sad they don't do more of this. This actually reminds me of Fusion Fall. If you guys remember Fusion Fall at all. Ah, man. That's nostalgia. It reminds me of the Fusion Falls distant future. It reminds me a lot of that. Shame no one really remembers Fusion Fall anymore. It's the edge. I mean, it really wasn't a great game to begin with, but you know, it was fun. I enjoyed it back then. No, sir. Sir, you want to keel over and enjoy? Please and thank you. Up there he goes. Fabulous. Oh, gee, I forgot about that. Keeping transplant nearby is a good idea. Oh, alright. I am going to take off for today because there's other things that I do need to do. Come on. Work for me here. There we go. Oh, my bones hurt. So I'm still planning on. I think I'm gonna wait until the next semester. Hang on. I think I'm gonna wait till the next semester starts in earnest before I change my schedule like I was planning on doing, just because we're kind of comfortable with this. Which it's not going to be long, because you know the 22nd classes start on the 1st, so you know we're creeping up on it. We're basically right there. So once we start the next semester, the times are probably going to change. I hopefully am going to be more able, to stream for longer. And yeah, I want to do more art streams, play more video games. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. I am doing research on how to advertise my shelf and how to do just a bunch of stuff and whatnot. So hopefully my mental resolves itself soon-ish. And things get better. Hopefully. So yeah. I think next stream is going to be on Monday. What is coming out next couple days? I don't think anything's coming out the next couple days. So I think on Monday I'm either going to play Titanfall 2, Last Epoch, or we're just going to do an art stream. Not really sure yet. There's some stuff that I want to work on this weekend, like the art piece, and I also just want to work on the Pokédex because it's actually kind of soothing. It's a little bit soothing. So yeah, we're still going to work on that. I am going to, I'm going to go about a half hour, an hour early so I can go catch lunch. The reason why I like leaving early right now is because I'm able to get to the gym before people are there, and I'm able to get a bit more of a therapeutic kind of workout in. It's been nice. It's been relaxing. It's comfortable. Yeah. So thank you for joining me. In fact, you're still there. My name's Brandir. I hope you all have a lovely day, evening, or afternoon.